Hello YouTube, I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Welcome to the channel. Today I just wanted to go over the mid-chapter developer update with everyone. And yeah, we'll jump right in. If you guys don't already follow us on Twitch, please do FallenRyan579_TV. Without further ado guys, let's just hop into this. So the biggest change that I've noticed on this update is probably that to Trapper and Spirit, obviously, so most of this update is about. But the Trapper will no longer have the varied starting with 4 bear traps or 6 bear traps. He will always start with 6 traps now. So that's super good. Very excited to see that. Additionally, he's getting some new add-ons, the Tension Spring. So bear trap will reset after 2 seconds after a survivor escapes from it. Super good. Similar to one of the iridescent add-ons. I think overall this will be a great add-on. The Trapper Sack, I believe this will replace his current purple bag. I believe that's called the I don't quite remember the name. But anyways, all bear traps carried at the beginning of the trial. So you will collect all your bear traps, just have them at the beginning of the trial and take off. But you cannot pick these bear traps back up. So this is pretty interesting. I think this will make for some interesting gameplay for sure. And I am excited to see how this implements itself in the game. But I think overall these are good changes for Trapper. You know, I don't think they're gonna be game-changing or anything. I don't think he's gonna turn into some like S-tier killer all of a sudden. But I do think overall these are some good changes, and I like that we now have 6 traps consistently. That's super nice. Next big change is coming to Spirit. So they're changing a little bit with her phasing. Now the first change is she's going to have a directional phase sound. So it's going to hopefully eliminate that mind game, the 50-50 sort of a thing, guessing if she's just standing there with the husk or actually phasing. And we will also hopefully be able to tell which direction she's coming from with that phase. Secondly, we're also going to be able to hopefully be able to pinpoint where she is as she's going to kick up dust while she's phasing now. So that should be pretty interesting. I'm excited for that change to say the least. I think it'll make her hopefully have a bit more counterplay in a few more mind games. She is also getting 2 new add-ons. I'm not going to try and pronounce these. I believe one of them is the Seiya and the other is the Senko. I probably pronounce those terribly. But anyways, so the first one is during the haunting, the active ability button can be used to return to the husk. I think that'll be super interesting, make for some really good mind games, especially on tiles such as like Shack or something where survivors are going around the same area over and over. So I think that'll be really interesting, made for some cool mind games for sure. The other one is interesting. When haunting ends, the spirit's husk will explode and any vault locations within 4 meters are blocked for 5 seconds. So this will also be a super interesting one. I think it'll definitely have a little bit some mind game potential for sure, and locking people in tiles. It doesn't have anything to do with pallets, but I still think some vaults will be interesting. So yeah, it's a pretty cool one for sure. So for add-ons, we are now going to get straight percentages instead of things like tremendously, slightly, things such of that, so that we can actually gauge how a killer's power is changing instead of just kind of having to guess. It'll be more like, you know, how on Huntress's Roseroot, hatchet speed is increased by 20%, so something like that, right? And they just listed some killers that change this happening for. Perk updates, this will be pretty interesting. So Vigil is actually getting a pretty decent change. So the recovery rate, is now going to be 20, 25, and 30, and then it will also increase the recovery rate for Broken, Exposed, Oblivious, where applicable. So we'll have to see what that means. Broken should be an interesting one. I'm wondering if there will be some interesting things you can get going with that. Babysitter is also getting a change. The speed boost will now be 468 seconds, in addition to not leaving scratch marks. And of course, the R rating duration has also been doubled. So this will be interesting. I don't think Babysitter will see any more action due to this, but still, I could see it being a better change. Bit more length on that save, right? For the people is going to get a decent buff. Instead of, you know, being broken for the 90 seconds at tier 3, you will now only be broken for the 60 seconds after using For the People. So I think that'll be a great change for sure. Retribution should be good. Any totem that they're cleansing, they will now be oblivious, so that's pretty sweet. Very excited for that. And additionally, the R reading, I believe is 15 seconds, yes? We can increase the R reading duration. This cleanses 15 seconds. Yep. So that'll be a lot better. A lot more value on Retribution. I'd be excited to run this on Executioner and stuff like that. used to be good on him, but you know, the R reading time was pretty low. So this will be a great change for sure. Blood Favor is going to be getting a pretty decent buff here. It will now trigger on special attacks as well, so something like Punishment of the Damned from Executioner will now trigger Blood Favor. So that will be a great change, and I think we might actually see a little bit more of this perk. Third Seal, also getting pretty much the same change now if you use your special power. Again, Third Seal will trigger on a survivor. So that's great change. Girl the Hunt, I believe, is also a little bit of a buff by extending the speed penalty from cleansing. So yeah, that'll be good to see. And then lastly, they are enabling a kill switch. So if something in the game breaks, such as a killer, an item, a perk, an add-on, they can just hit that kill switch, disable it until they have a fix for it, and then re-enable it. I think this is a great change instead of just having to have something that's broken until the next update comes out, right? They have had stuff like this in the maps that they've talked about, so things such as Dead Dog that we've seen recently where they just kill switch it and then turn it back on. So yeah, I think overall that would be a great change. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have for you today. I do appreciate you guys coming and checking out this video and going through these patch notes with me. So thank you guys. Please take care. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. But thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys in the next one. So please take it easy.